Um, let's get back in here. Then unlock this. Research. Oh yes, it is indeed nice with the thing.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Yes, it's a nice room. Also, all the colors have changed from the orange, most of it at least. The Fix-It branding, I guess, is still kind of orange, so... but yeah. There's the minigame. There's the manual, employee manual. Which is a lot. Very thick. And a very bad stool for the computer. Also, 2 spots for a bed for some reason, even though I'm alone. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice in here, nice and blue. We unlocked the rebar gun now.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Yes, thank you very much for the 1 second micro break. I appreciate it, Ada. Very useful. Well, let's make the gun then. Why not? Good. But we have a slight problem, we don't have any ammo, so let's make that. I don't know how much generally you should have, but... And I don't know how easy it is to shoot. But let's see how far it stacks, and we'll just keep a stack with us at all times pretty much. I think that's what makes the most sense. So much nicer with all the extra inventory slots. Yeah, 100 is also the number that I would have expected. Now we have a gun. Amazing. We can protect ourselves more easily. Well, then alien resources, we don't have any of this, or alien technology rather. Caterium, I don't think we might have enough Caterium to unlock this. I believe we do. This iron ore can just go in the sink. We also have more remains in here. Okay, good. Let's quickly throw the iron ore in the sink. Well, protection for when I go and exploit the environment for all of its valuable resources. And I get attacked by hogs and spitters and stingers.
Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Yes, that's very nice. And I can also scan for it. I mean, maybe there is Caterium nearby. Who knows? Not very nearby, clearly. That's the closest. All the way here. It's pure though. That's nice. Okay. That's good to know. Oh yes, there will be a lot of mutants. Way too many to count. I am not the only mutant here. Okay, mycelia for biomass also could be useful.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Good. So we'll want some biomass. I guess we can make it from the mycelia, even though it's not the best, because we'll also need it for researching more. But let's do this fabric. Pest control. Indeed. Yeah, I also could live in that room. It's very similar to my current apartment either way, size-wise, so yeah.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
New research available. Okay, we have the parachute. Very nice. Oh, I didn't mean to click out. We have this. Okay, that will also be very, very useful. Synthetic polyester. Polymer. I don't know what that is yet. Okay. Then we have these. Toxic cellular modification. Okay. And then we do have stators, but I wonder what this will unlock. Parachute would be useful, but I don't know if we have the fabric for it. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially do it. I live in a one-room apartment, pretty much. So, but yeah, rents are rising incredibly fast, especially in the capital of Denmark, where I live. It is very difficult to have a good place to live. So, yeah, it's just how it has to be. Oh, well, I don't have a choice but to manage, so that's how I manage, pretty much.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Yes, I do live in the capital. I come from a tiny town, but I moved to the capital for studying and work related activities, and then also for just having a better future than what that small town could give me. So yeah, but it kind of sucks being in the capital. I mean, it's nice being in the capital in the sense that okay. I just started jumping on this guy. It's nice in the sense that everything is close, but not so nice in the sense that everything is so expensive. Yeah. Yes. Oh god, yeah. Okay. That... If you share that amount of space, then it is difficult. We also share this one-room apartment, and yeah, thankfully there is more space, 34 square meters, but still, it's not easy living in one room for two people, that's for sure. And that's also part of the reason why I cannot stream as much, because these are the days that she's out doing other things, and that's when I can find the time to do that, and space. Indeed, you do.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Yes, I'm going to here because this is kind of what it feels like. That you're living and sleeping on top of each other, pretty much. And that's at my size, which it appears that you're at half that size. Yeah, it is challenging, but you just have to kind of make it work. And sadly, the the cost of living and rent and everything else in the world has just gone up and up and up and up. So yeah, it is tough. It is very tough.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Silica. That will be important. We can make a lot of it. Amazing. So, let's see. We'll want both of these to be done. So let's add them to the to-do list. I'll make a constructor for it. Makes the most sense. Organization. I'm out of rods. Was it rods? No, I don't think so. It was plates. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's so loud here. Let's get some plates. Good. Yes, I visited Poland a few years ago, 2 years ago or so. I visited alone on a trip where I went to Berlin and Poland. So yes. Oh, straight. Why can I? Oh, this is the output. That's why. Yes. So yeah, but I went to Warsaw. Sadly, I did not experience what I wanted while I was there because I had already spent a week in Berlin, and I went alone, and it affected me a lot being alone. So at some point I kind of just started hiding in my hotel room pretty much. And yeah, I realized that if I'm traveling somewhere, I just need to not be alone, pretty much. So it was nice to have an experience of traveling alone, but I definitely realized that I don't think I can do that again. But I was in the center of Poland, pretty much, of Warsaw rather, and yeah, it was still a nice trip in itself. I went to walk. Yeah, yes, it's definitely a possibility that we'll go there. But we have a lot of places in mind that we want to travel to, so let's see what comes first. We have been to Napoli together, and it was definitely better than being alone. That's for sure. For me, at least. Let's also make 10 modular frames because that's what we'll need. Yes, yes, indeed. You should. You should. Yeah, the sad thing about it is that I went alone, so a lot of my anxiety came out, and it ended up with me just not like hiding in myself pretty much and just going to the easiest to go places and not and that's pretty much it. Like not really even trying Polish food or anything. Yeah, it's and it sucks because I could definitely tell that Poland and Warsaw is an amazing place to be. So yeah, I need to have that experience somehow in the future again, I think, but having it be a good experience this time. So let's also research the Blade Runners. Yes. Oh yes. I will definitely not go alone next time, that's for sure.
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Oh yes, lowering my value to fix it by taking damage. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's make the Blade Runners, because they are amazing. This is the man. This is the equipment workshop. So, yeah, I want to go back when I find the time and the finances for it, because now finances are not as they used to be. Oh yes. Blade Runners. Let's try to get away from machines a bit. Let's also say hi to Roger. He's gotten some solid biofuel, not bad. Hey Roger. Oh, BMAC! Nice to see you back also. I appreciate you showing up. It means a lot. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you for coming by. We have done a lot of work today. And we still have some time to go, so I'm not going anywhere yet. But as you can see, a massive space elevator now exists. Not only that, we finished the first phase also. Yes, indeed. It is a little sad. I will have to have a better pen for Roger in the future, that's for sure. So we have better limestone somewhere over here. You can kind of see it. Faster concrete, which is nice. We went exploring and researching quite a lot while the smart plating was being built for the space elevator as well. Yes. Oh, I see. Yes, so time zone is very different. Yeah. Makes sense. But that's very early to go to work. That's a very, very early start to the shift, I would say. I'm used to 9 to 5. Yes. 7 to 4. Wow. That's more hours than you are allowed to work here, I think. Like from a legal standpoint. We found a lot of power slugs, some a power sloop, a lot of Mercer spheres, and new resources to work with. Yes. Yes, we typically have around 30 minutes, I think, is the normal, like, lunch time here. So that's also kind of taken into consideration. Okay, let's also unlock this.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, makes sense. It was the same with me as well. When I was employed, that is. Yeah. But it also means that you're a bit easier to take advantage of, I would say. That's been my experience. If you're working on a salary rather than hourly.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Okay, yes, good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Then we're just saving up for the inflated pocket dimension for more inventory slots, and then I think we will look to do something else. What is the crystal oscillator? Okay. Interesting. It doesn't say much. We also have the Explorer. That could be cool, but very expensive. Oh, okay, yeah. It's similar to me then. I also am a programmer by profession, a game developer, more specifically. Let's see. What do you work with and in? In web or software, engineering generally, data science, data engineering, I guess, or AI or whatever. Yeah, I don't think it sounds cool and all to work on video games, to make video games, and it is the most fun programming I have tried, but at least here in this country there are so few opportunities professionally that you are kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you specifically specialize in video games. So it sucks.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'm also looking to sadly change my direction a bit because, as mentioned, um, gaming is just not a good career choice in programming. So I'm doing a lot of web and general software engineering work in my free time, because yeah, that's something that I have to do, I think, to actually get employed again somewhere. Let's see, so we have this, we have so much more inventory space now. Yes, indeed. I mean, I worked mostly with, if you know, game development and so on. I mostly worked in engines, so in Unity is by far my where I worked the most. So yeah, but it is niche and it is challenging to find work because of that now. It wasn't as difficult when I first graduated, but now it is. It's significantly higher level. It's C#. I have been Unity works with. Yes, I do program a lot indeed. Yeah, it is to some extent, but C is still very complicated compared to C#. C# is more like Java, if that makes sense, rather than C, I would say. There's no real at least good access to unsafe code and memory allocations and all of that stuff. Yes, I would say C++ is the more complicated of the C prefix languages, I guess, or suffix, I think is the word that I'm looking for instead. Yeah. So Java is a pretty simple language, thus, since C# is very similar to that, I would consider C# also fairly simple. Of course, that is if you're an experienced programmer, then it's simple, right? But if not, then it's complicated generally to be programming. Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Are you just stuck here? Because you've been here for a while. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, we unlocked coal power. That means that... Well, maybe that's our next step. Okay. Coal is here. It's pure, nice. Oh, there's a lot of coal here. Temp. I don't know what temp means. Normal and normal. So 4 normal nodes. We have 1 pure node here. But I don't see water near that node. I see water at least fairly close to these. So maybe that's the ideal place to go. And then was there another coal? It takes a while to ping. It was here, that was also pure, but I don't see water near that one either. So maybe these will be where we do the coal power. Let's just say coal question mark, because it's uncertain at this point. But I think it's highly likely that it will be there. Okay. Yes. Yeah, makes sense. Yes, indeed. I think it makes a lot of sense to do it there. I think it's also where I built mine the first time. Yeah, definitely makes sense. So we will need quite a few things for coal power. But it's not so bad. Not as bad as I remember it. So something we would likely want to do is... This guy is flying through the space elevator. Okay. We might want to hook up more copper, to be honest, because we will need copper sheets at this point. RPG. I actually don't know what RPG is. I've heard of Fortran and Cobol though. So, well, I think what we do is find a new copper node. No, what we do first. I know what we do first. We unhook all of this stuff because we don't need it anymore. We have better concrete at this point. Report program generator. Okay. Interesting. 30 tools that are no longer supported. Yeah. Well, BMAC, I can also tell that you're experienced in this game. I'm having this noise again that I had earlier, I think. Yeah. It's a very strange noise. I'm gonna save and reload because that helped last time. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but there was like a high-pitched, slightly high-pitched whine noise. I had it earlier and it's tied to the UI somehow, grouped with the UI sounds. But yeah, reloading helps it disappear. It's just constant, at least it was earlier. Yeah, it's very strange and distracting, but anyway, at least it's easy to fix, so it's not a big deal. Yes, so much concrete now. Nice. I'm thinking this should be enough to consider making like a highway